Apart from these problems, because like you will have a break Saturday, Sunday, I will be discussing one more small problem for you guys, which you can try to attempt, and that will be more of exploration. Okay, we will be doing a small mini project from now onwards, because we have discussed a lot of basic programming stuff: for loop, while loop, exceptions. There are few things that I will be covering on object oriented programming sides and other things, but let's start doing some mini projects from now onwards. So every session, or every alternate session, maybe I will be giving one small mini project. I have not documented it, or I have not put it in words yet. But let me explain it to you. But do not be limited to what I have written in a text format or anything. Apply your imagination. Think like what all are the different challenges and problems that you can try to fix with that project, and try to do it. So I will start with a very small project that you can do with Python. The project is archival. Okay, so I will help you to how to generate some of the data sets and other things, and how to solve this problem, or how to do this. So the basic idea is this: what is required is you will need to write a piece of code that is doing some kind of archival for you. So for example, what usually happens when we are working in office, most of the times any documents or anything that we download from the mail or from internet, or if we are taking notes, we always put it on the desktop. Okay, we always put it on the desktop, and we do not structure it properly, and at the end our desktop gets cluttered everywhere. Like you will see files, 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 and you want to keep your desktop clean. Okay, so if you see my desktop, it's very clean. Anyways, so what you need to do is generate some random files. Okay, generate to test this problem. Write a piece of code which will generate some random files for you. Okay, some jpg file, png file, and your txt file, and some other like zip file or something. It will create some files for you. Have hold all these files in one of your folder. Now the moment you run your program, this is data generation. You are generating data. So to generate the files, what you can do, generate some random number, some added with some random alphabets, then you add it with the extension .jpg or .png. That's it. This is how you are going to generate your file. So how, and to generate the file, you will need to use this command: open, give the location in write mode. Again, this is, I mean, I will check with sir what is the plan to evaluate you guys on these project or mini project assignments which are there. But for now, some of the things I might not have covered yet in this project that I'm giving to you, and that is part of exploration. You need to check, and I will also help you how you are going to do that check and everything, and how you are going to explore to solve this mini project or to implement this mini project. Okay, now give open and give the file name or the path location of that file name. And as we were discussing yesterday, whenever you are opening a file, you must close it. So just open the file, create a file, an empty file with 0 bytes, that is also fine. No, nothing inside that file, just a blank file with just a name. You, the moment you use this command open, it will create a file for you, and then close the file. That's it. So just do this in a loop so that it generates multiple files for you: jpg, png, txt, and zip file, all cluttered in one folder. Now that is one piece of your code. Your second piece of code, what it will do is it will create some directory structure. Maybe in same, you just create directory structure. So name this as jpj, png, txt. This is your directory structure. Now it will pick the files from this directory, and all the jpj files it will put in the jpj folder. All png file it will put in png folder. All txt file it will put in txt folder. Now whatever you have learned so far, all exception handling and other things, uh, write your own code. And again, we will not be evaluating on some reference code or anything here. We want to see like how you are approaching these kind of problems and how efficiently you can think to solve these kind of problems and implement it. That is what is required. Okay, so this is your weekend assignment that you can think of. So there are some questions. Uh, are you talking about file handling? Yes, I'm talking about file handling. When I say open, that is about just creating a file. So like if you guys are have used Linux or Unix shell scripting, how you create a file, you use the command touch, and then it creates a file. You give touch and then file name, it creates the file for you. Similarly, in Python, you can use this open in write mode and then just close it. Just open it and then close it. So this function, there will be some object. Take this as a variable. A equals to open, your path and file name, opening in a write mode, and then simply say a dot close. Open it, close it. That's it. So this is to generate the data here. Okay. Okay. Let me. So what you will require, we have used this random library or module, right? Random library or module that we have used. Similarly, to do all these things, you will require some other libraries like OS library and shutil library. Okay, just go through it, explore it, and see how you can do these things. So let me just go through that once a little bit quickly. I will go through those libraries, how you will be exploring the. What is there is a question, Swam Prabha, can we use end of file? No, don't go for this end of file and anything. It's more simpler than that. Just use open and close. I will explain that. Just see this. Okay, so all this while you have used random function. Use all the functions possible or libraries that we have discussed so far. So import OS. This is my library. Okay, you import it and then do dir of OS. It will give you a list of all the functionality which is available in this library OS. Now go through it one by one. So if you see here, some of them like chmod, if you remember from your Linux and Unix scripting classes, chmod is to change the file permission. Okay, change directory. Okay, and there are a lot of things. If you see here, there will be a lot of things. List directory is to list down all the files present in a particular directory. So you give path there and it will list down all the files in that particular directory. Now make directories will again make directory and mkdir. Mkdir is going to create a directory for you in that particular location. Make directories on the other hand will create a nested dictionary. So let's say I give the path as something this way. I give the path as test1 and so on, and then a file name, let's say, and let's say test1 are not there in that location. So mkdir is going to create all these directory structure, and then finally the file. Sorry, file will not be created. It will create the directory structure. And on the other hand, mkdir will just create one directory for you at a time. So these are some of the small differences, and the idea is that you explore this and do it yourself. Okay, so this is one of the things which you can use. The other one you can use is import shutil. Okay, now do the same thing, dir of shutil, and here also you will have some list of functionalities like copy file. So use these two and try to solve this problem. You can add more functionalities. Let's say rather than just archiving by the file extension, let's say you want to archive based on the creation date, okay, or creation date and time. So you can even do that. You can try that also, okay, based on the creation date and time of the file, you will be archiving. Let's say instead of directly just putting in the folder structure, you want to zip the file and put in folder structure. So these are some of the scenarios which you will be working on real time as a fresher in the industries. So there will be some requirement to create archive of the log files or few of the things. So these are some of the things that you can start right away. Okay, so instead of directly pushing it to a directory, zip it and then push it to the directory. Again, you will need to import maybe a zip library for that. There is already also a zip library in Python. Okay, and some of the functionality will be already present, already there in this OS library and shutil library. Okay, explore that and try doing it, try implementing it. Any questions? Anyways, I will try to document this thing. Maybe I will put it in words what you need to, but that will be just a basic idea. You will be bound and limited to those words and text, right? I want you to think through this. Think of any problem, anything which you can think of and you want to implement in your code, do that. Anyways, like I will be giving it in a text format, but don't be just limited or bounded by those statements which I add in my text file. Any questions?
No, sir.
We are good, right? Everyone is with me so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now let's discuss some of the concepts or some of the things that we have planned for today's class.